Well, hello there, and good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting from Bemis, Tennessee, and or South Jackson, Tennessee. Ready to share with you today's weather climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Turned out to be a pretty decent day. Lots of sunshine, especially during the AM hours. A little bit on into the afternoon hours. It finally became thin overcast during the evening hours, and that will continue on throughout the evening. There were some light showers on the radar, but they are dissipating as we go getting close to sunset, and that will continue. Might be a little difference tomorrow, but most of even tomorrow's rain that we might get will be mainly during the afternoon hours, and they'll be widely scattered, of course. Alright, more on that when I get to the forecast part. The summary for today as of 5 p.m. here in Bemis, the skies were thin overcast or thin cloudiness. The temperature at that time was 85 degrees. As of 7:48 p.m. it's down to that's correct, down to about 80 degrees here in the Bemis area. Dew point at 5 p.m. was 70 degrees. Humidity was at 61%. We had south winds at 10 miles per hour, gusting to 21 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 29.94 inches of mercury. Today's low temperature here in Bemis was 61 degrees. Today's high almost made it to 90. It made it to 89 degrees here in the Bemis area. Of course, no rains fell since midnight. I'm holding at 1.94 inches for the month of June and 33.51 inches for the year so far. Today's lowest humidity would be 53%. That occurred at 2 p.m. The highest would be 73%. That occurred at 2 a.m. While the lowest dew point temperature was 57 degrees at 3 through 6 a.m., while the highest would be 70 degrees. That occurred at 11 a.m., 12 p.m., and again at 5 p.m. And the lowest pressure would be 29.94 inches, and that occurred at 5 p.m., while the highest would be 30.04, and that occurred at 9 a.m. Today's highest wind gust was 26 miles per hour out of the southwest at 10:22 a.m. this morning. Today's records for June the 15th, hottest high would be 99 degrees. In 1952, the coolest high would be 71 degrees. In 1969, the warmest low would be 75 degrees in 1991 and in 2010, tied in 2010. And the coolest low or coldest low would be 54 in 1955. Today's rainfall record, 2.66 inches, and that fell in the year 1000. Let me make that correction. 1990. There we go. I got it right. 1990 is when we had 2.66 inches of rain on June the 15th. By the way, I'll go ahead and share with you yesterday's climate summary in brief. Yesterday, for Friday, June the 14th, low was 52, high was 84, and of course no rainfall fell. And I'm going to go ahead and give you Thursday for June the 13th. The low was 57, the high was 80, and no rainfall fell those past 3 days there. Alrighty, well, at least on that day, Thursday, June the 13th. Alrighty, I think that'll conclude the basic climate summary and catch you up a little bit on the couple of them that I missed. And I'm ready to share with you the radar and the forecast maps and take it from there. There's nothing on the radar. I'll go ahead and show it to you to verify that. Let me get my box ready so I can show it to you. Nothing in the Jackson area at the moment or in West Tennessee. What does try to show up is diminishing mighty quickly. There you see up there toward north of Dyersburg near Dresden and Martin, that area. They had some go by real close, but they're dissipating. And that's going to continue as the evening wears on. Let me branch out one more zoom and let you see that basically we even had some over here in Arkansas, west of Jonesboro, but they're dissipating also. So the whole state of Tennessee, is rain-free this evening, I do believe. I will make sure. Yeah, whole state of Tennessee is rain-free this evening. Gonna have a beautiful Saturday night here in Jackson and West Tennessee, and the whole state for that matter. Alrighty. Let me see. Let me take a look at one more zoom to see how far out it goes. It can be pretty good. The heaviest weather right now is well north of us and parts of Iowa and northern Missouri. That's moving eastward, and also some in Indiana and Ohio. That's moving eastward also. Pretty heavy up in that area, but it's no effect on our weather here, of course. Let me bring that down just a little bit further to see how far north that goes. Oh, that goes way on up into Minnesota and Iowa. It's pretty heavy up in that area, but all that's moving east. That's going to bypass us. And let me go ahead and move on further eastward just to see how far that stretches over. Almost on over into parts of Pennsylvania and New York and on up into Canada, but all of it's moving east away from Tennessee. So good news for us, maybe bad news for them, but what can you say? Back down to Tennessee, nothing going on here, not even in the Carolinas, I don't think. Alright, good news there. Alright, let me proceed on to the satellite picture. One of them, at least. One of them shows you clouds moving through Tennessee, at least West Tennessee, a little bit of Middle Tennessee, and clear in East Tennessee at the moment. And it's kind of thin clouds. That's why we have thin overcast here in Jackson. It looks like northern West Tennessee might be a little more clearer than it is here in Jackson area, up near the Kentucky border. So we're probably going to be very cloudy the rest of the evening. Let me take another angle of the satellite picture, and that'll show you. I tell you what, let me do one more thing real quick. Let me see what the Gulf Coast looks like. I know some people heading down in that direction. Most of Florida's Gulf Coast, at least the northern half, the western side is fairly clear this evening. Northeast corner is, so is up in Georgia and South Carolina. There you see where the clouds are. Alright, let me move on to this other one and move it down to the Gulf Coast. Not too bad in parts of Texas and Louisiana and parts of Alabama there, even though they're fixing to get some clouds down there along the Gulf Coast. Up here closer to home, West Tennessee area, Arkansas. Most of Arkansas is not that bad looking, just the area of clouds moving through, as you can see. That's probably why it's going to be very cloudy the rest of tonight and pretty much most of tomorrow. There may be fair skies between about midnight till noon, then become very cloudy, but I'm going to go ahead and go with very cloudy to play it safe. But there you see the latest satellite picture courtesy of the National Weather Service. Alright, there's one other one, I think. This one, yeah. That's a national view. Let me go ahead and bring that up. It doesn't move or anything, but it gives a national view of the whole country. of the clouds. There are the clouds in Tennessee. There you can see where the was clear and basically cloudy all across the nation. What we just saw, matter of fact. Most of the nation really isn't that bad a shape. Generally speaking, fair skies over maybe 85 to 90% of the country. The rest of it has a few clouds, but not bad for June day here in the United States. All right, let me go on to the current surface map, courtesy of the Weather Channel, and it shows a good reason why most of the nation's in pretty good shape overall. Don't have any fronts around Tennessee at the moment, as you can see. Little light stuff there in Arkansas at the time this map was taken, but most of that's gone already. Most of the rain is down in southern Florida, light down there as well though. The light precipitation is scattered around the country. Heavier storms a little bit over there in Colorado, a little isolated area there, and in Panhandle, Texas, it looks like. Other than that, the nation really in too bad a shape this evening. A little heavy rain there in Iowa that we saw a moment ago, stretching on up into parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota. And the rest of the nation is reasonably clear this evening. Alright, precipitation-wise, of course. Alright, let's take a look at tomorrow's national forecast maps. For Sunday morning, looks like going to be rain approaching West Tennessee by then, but a light amount. The percentage is less than 50%. Most of the scattered showers and storms, if we get any, tomorrow would be during the afternoon hours. Might come in just a little bit before noon, maybe as early as 10, 11 o'clock, but most of it will occur near lunch and after, and actually should dissipate toward tomorrow night, though, once the sun goes down. But there you see the northwest half almost of West Tennessee might get a little bit of light rain early tomorrow morning, but like I said, most of it's going to occur, I'd say, after 9 o'clock. And then last on into the afternoon, but the chance is only like 40-50%, so it's not really huge. And it's a fairly big area of light rain mainly. There you see a few areas where dark greens indicated, that's 50% or greater for the possibility of rainfall. Other than that, the nation's fairly dry tomorrow morning. Alrighty, let's look at tomorrow afternoon's weather map. Rain expands just a little, but again, most of it is light green, not dark green. Light green, of course, is less than 50%. Dark green is greater than 50%. The smaller area in West Tennessee, north of Jackson, has a 50% chance tomorrow afternoon of getting a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, which we'll get into those details just a little bit. A little larger area down there in Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas was 50% or greater, and there in Missouri. And there you see the spotted all the way from New England states down to, well, Houston, Texas, roughly, down in that area. Florida's going to be half and half, 50% in the southern half and less than that in the northern half for some scattered showers down there. Alright, and then scattered in the northern portions of the country and out west in the parts of the mountains. Again, this is for midday tomorrow. Alright, let's look at tomorrow night's forecast for the nation. It expands just a little bit, but still, once again, it's mostly light green. So less than 50% chances, but the coverage increases to most of Tennessee, except for extreme East Tennessee. Most of it will probably die down after sunset, 8, 9 o'clock roughly, and be very cloudy for the rest of the evening. Because I repeat the forecast several times by doing that, but what can I say? Okay, that's tomorrow night's forecast again, nationwide. Florida looks like it clears up tomorrow night, except for a couple of small spots down there. Otherwise, it doesn't look too bad for Sunday evening. Speaking of forecast, now let's go to the I call the printout forecast, or slightly more detailed forecast for the Jackson and West Tennessee area. Let me see if I can narrow it down so I can read it a little bit better. For tonight, very cloudy for the most part for the rest of the evening. There was the expected low and high of what was that, 60 and 90, and we wound it up with, what was it again? 61 and 89. That's pretty close. Within 1 degree, that's pretty close. And 15-25 mile an hour winds, we wound up being 26 miles per hour. That's real close also. Alright, so it wasn't too far off the forecast, or basically dead on it, depending upon how you want to look at it. Let me see, I ain't got this over here far enough yet. You see the sun sets at 8:12 p.m. and rises tomorrow morning at 5:38 a.m. The moon will be rising at 6:53 p.m., which it should already be up by now, and it'll be setting at 4:28 a.m. tomorrow morning. Yes, tomorrow is Sunday, Father's Day. Oh, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I hope you have a great day tomorrow to all the fathers and around the world as far as that goes. Especially, here in the United States and so forth. It's going to be very cloudy, it looks like, for the most part. There may be periods where it might be fair, especially during the morning hours, between midnight and noon. But especially in the afternoon and evening, be very cloudy. There is a 60% chance of some scattered PM showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Low near 74. High tomorrow near 88, with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. There you see the sun rises at 5:38 a.m., sets at 8:13 p.m. The moon will be rising tomorrow night at 7:43 p.m. and be setting at 5:09 a.m. Monday morning. Speaking of Monday, it's going to be very cloudy. Matter of fact, Monday all the way through all next week, all the way through next weekend, possibly all the way through Monday the 24th, is going to be very cloudy, with about a 40 to 50% chance each day of some scattered showers and thunderstorms each of those days. However, that does not mean it's going to be a washout. It's not going to be raining the whole time. They will be scattered and isolated. So don't let that worry you about making plans outdoors to do various stuff. You should be okay. Just be ready for the possibility of having to go inside for roughly 30 minutes max, maybe 15 to 30 minutes for a passing by shower or thunderstorm, but most of the day should be okay. Let's see. Monday, I gave you the only thing I didn't give you was southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour on Monday. The full moon will be complete on Monday. I got the 16th. That should be 17th. I don't know how to put down there. There should be the 17th. Full moon should be complete Monday. Alright, on into Tuesday. Again, very cloudy skies with 50% chance of more scattered showers and thunderstorms. Low near 70, high near 83. Southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. There you see the times for the sun and the moon there. On Wednesday, about the same thing. Low near 69, high 84. Southwest winds at 10 to 20. There you see the other time. For Thursday, about the same thing, 50% chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms. Very cloudy. Low of 69, high of, low of 70, high of 83 on Thursday. Friday, 40% chance
Low of 68, high of 86, with southwest winds at 20 miles per hour. There you see the other times for the sun and moon. By next Saturday, a 40% chance. But the only difference on Saturday, next Saturday will be becoming fair by sunset or Saturday night, but that's one way out. The whole week out, that change a little. Low of 72, high of 80, the southwest winds at 10 to 20. There's the other times for the sun and moon. Next Sunday, 4% chance, low of 74, high of 87, southwest wind 10 to 20. See the other time there. And Monday next week, June 24th, again a 4% chance on that day. There'll be cloud size continue, 7 high 4, southwest wind to 20 per hour. There you see the sun and moon. Get out and enjoy that. Basically, again, it's not going to be washed out. All going to be sure and hit and miss. Not everybody can get the same score. But maybe what one more time and tell you watching and viewing my tapes, videos, and subscribing and leaving nice comments. I appreciate that. And of course, I hope to talk to you again tomorrow if possible. And until then, good night, and may God bless each and every one of you from Bemis, Tennessee. Good night.